Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Biomed. Welcome to the Biomed Cafe channel. In this channel, complex biological and medical contents are presented in a simple, classified, and summarized form. The topic of this video is cell membrane models. Please subscribe to this channel, and if you like the contents of this video, please like it. First of all, I recommend you to watch one of my videos. Its name is the classification of cell membrane components, and you can see its address at top of this page. Okay, now I want to speak about cell membrane models. At least there are 5 cell membrane models: monolipid model, lipid leaflet model, sandwich model, unit membrane model, and fluid mosaic model. The first model is the monolipid model. Charles Ernest Overton presented this model in 1902. In this model, the cell membrane is composed of lipids as a single layer, thin layer, and components of lipids are cholesterol, lecithin, and fatty oil. According to this model, the transport of soluble substances in lipids occurs faster than in water-soluble substances. The reason of naming this model is the existence of one lipid layer in the cell membrane. The next model is the lipid leaflet model. E. Gorter and F. Grendel in 1925 presented this model. According to them, the cell membrane is made up of lipids that are 2 layers, and its components is phospholipids. One side of phospholipids stays on the outside of the cell, and the other side is inside of the cell. The reason of naming this model is the existence of 2 lipid layers in the cell membrane. The next model is a sandwich model, or PLP, protein-lipid-protein. Hugh Dawson and James Danieli discovered this model in 1935. According to them, the cell membrane has lipids, that is 2 layers, and composed of phospholipids. The cell membrane contains protein too, that is 2 layers, globular, and stay on outside the cell layers. The total thickness of this layer is about 80 to 100 angstrom. There are also vesicles on the outside and inside of the cell membrane. The function of this vesicle is to transport small ions and water molecules. The thickness of this vesicle is about 5 to 10 angstrom. The reason for naming this model is the position of this protein layer on both sides, and the lipid layer in the middle make this model look like a sandwich. The next model is the unit membrane model. J. David Robertson presented this model in 1959. According to Robertson, the cell membrane contains of lipid, that is 2 layers, composed of phospholipid. It's water resistant, and the thickness of the lipid layers is about 35 angstrom. Also, the cell membrane contains protein. That is two layers. One layer is mucoprotein in outside of the cell membrane and mucoid protein in inside of the cell membrane. Proteins are as thin sheets and aquatic. The thickness of the protein layers is about 20 angstrom. According to this model, the total thickness of the cell membrane is 75 angstrom. Reason for naming this model. All the membranes in the cell have the same basic structure, therefore known as the unit membranes model. The next model is the fluid mosaic model. The model was proposed by Singer and Nicholson in 1972. According to Singer and Nicholson, the cell membrane is composed of lipids and protein molecule. The lipid is two layers and composed of phospholipid that contain glycerol and two nonpolar fatty acid tails and cholesterol in the gaps between phospholipid. Protein is globular. It's divided into integral that partially or completely into the phospholipids and peripheral, the outer or inner of the phospholipids. The reason for naming this model. Fluid, because phospholipid moves between the layers and the membrane looked like fluid, and mosaic, because the proteins in the cell membrane look like mosaics. This model is now known as the universally accepted modern model. Thank you for watching. Please give me a comment and tell me what topics you would like to be presented in this cafe. In the next video, I will talk about another biomedical topic in a simple, classified, and summarized form. Until the next video, bye!